This is Boadu TV. Truth and integrity.
Yani si so na Asamoah Gyan onyo bia ye nyina ye kobo ntako na oni ni nua egina ebo change shoes ni boots she different color ye nyina ye ho onyini nchen obia oni sika gyan obia mo na ehia mu ntira
o chama mo bia kwa Boadu TV so ni na oni mi say baby jet Asamoah Gyan legend Eddie Magana Ghana football wa boy pa na so Kevin tell a say o anya hwe Asamoah Gyan iska o ye broke papa. Hey, na emre kakrantem ni na Asamoah Gyan de betu bia say baby jet airlines. Kevin tell bisa say e wahin. Politics in kwana Asamoah Gyan ya sa. Watiti bi da ma Asamoah Gyan. We e nufi ho a ye say Ghana Airways esan beba. Ama ene ya to passport prices mo no. You see yes amanfo apply for passport bi mo. Yes mo apply bill. Kevin tell a fire e wo ho. Ana afi in some of courts attorney general and Japan sem no sa ebi san ka ho cha ebi san ka ho Kevin tell us say one won nim ba to abade ma ebi ba man ko no what sign with death warrant what Ghana what with generations to come to abade ma ebi ba man ko na what sign with death warrant just say one mom who kwan say omunku Kevin tell an ekasasimi na yente no
mamika bi njiro sa woto aba ema MPP a wedi Ghana bone papa sa woto aba ma MPP wedi Ghana bone na oni bone a wedi wo mba bone. You have signed your death warrant. I'm telling you. MPP we o ya Ghana ni na o nanti free fie sa wo koto aba ma MPP wankasa okra. You are murdering your soul. Adia nkofo we had the boni omudi enye ni nyina de tumi kana TV so. Boni nkofo we di on. Prempe Kumasi International Airport to begin operation on July 1st. Yes, see. Messias. Yes, see, Kumasi International Airport to begin operations on July 1st. Yes, see. Saadi no kwenu Kumasi so mo bie Kumasi International Airport anankofo bi ka se ye bie de be adwuma no so na enye nwie afi no mo wie. Na July 1st no na ebe ye adwuma. It is from what they are telling us in there. It means July 1st, Lufthansa, KLM, Delta Airline, ebetu efri Kumasi akwa America. That is what I see. Because MP before beka chira Santifo na Asante hene say airport na John Mahama ne NDCC no be penti ho no. Omo de de Asante ni din atoso. In the moment omo de Asante din abeto so no nko ade Asantifo trim no MPP na yeye. Into omo ka chira otumfo so ombra metene dwase na omo be penti ejuma na ene edan na John Mahama ne NDC for see because airport no NDC for ne see otumfo say tutu one John Mahama ene ko Kumasi airport ekotwa no onim say NDC ne see but because of partisan politics all year in the name of Odihininti he actually followed Ekufuado to Kumasi airport to say oh where do you mean who that you see adama be see airport for yeti ase say ade omo ka chere ne say airport no July 1st Delta Airlines, KLM, Cairo International, the Emirates, Munina, is your Munsiwa Krabium, Omobe too far, Kumasi no Babelande, Kigim, Omusi Kumasia, no master passengers, a free Kumasi, no Roboko Germany. It is a first in a young chain, International Airline, but two Ewo Kumasi, near who say Asante Fuak of plane Eco Germany, and doing crying. Say Abubi. Ebeka can compare. Ni antikroma na waka che say Kwame despite Mr. S get me the story. Any Asantefo kofa Ashanti airline aba. No ma kwa bruchi ni Emelheski company atenase. me say abo bi beka King Kong one day na da abo bi beka King Kong no ye nyina ye na ne anti kroma na yete ya na Peace FM for Ship House abeka yete ya na abeka for ka kire say abeka BBC yete ya na abeka BBC beka say o Kwame despite wenye sika mana bro so waton see this aton this way ema sika bro no so ma wakoto planes wa bro chire sa criminal no na Ghana no say friend McDan ono so the planes na way on the plane one rent oh that boys way yet ya de ka say Kwame despite or the BB by friend Ashanti airline emi edi twa ye boa wo krom ha ne eti krom na Kufuor de ka say Asamoah Gyan bebie baby jet airlines yenti krom ha because kai so ka say pass Asamoah Gyan last time Asamoah Gyan say yes Asamoah Gyan no aku onika pre Asamoah Gyan bebie airlines and no mo no travel and tours for license yet ya de Kufuor de ka say Asamoah Gyan bebie baby jet airlines yet ya Kufuor do abeka BBC ka kire Peace FM Ship House abeka BBC for beka kire Kwame despite akoto to planes bia all the ba be the Ashanti airline na ebetu afi Kumasi akọ Berlin netia and beka kire mo say go for we boa is get me Ashanti airline I'm going to give it to you yet to croma yan go for we beka kire Ship House abeka BBC Peace FM for the beka ye Ura Kwame despite se si adie Ghana for Asante for today. Mr. Get me the other one. Get me the Asamoah Gyan one too. Me Asamoah Gyan obeka say be betan obi. Yenti ha no mka Asamoah Gyan be mtwa nkyere mo. Abeka BBC for omone eyi yeti na Ghana we buy Ghana Airlines to start operations with ATR planes report. Ghana Airlines, Ashanti Airlines, Edi Airlines, near to Kruwa. Yeah, go be 8 years now, but I got 119 days. I'm going to say I'm going for the BA Jimmy. Yeah, there I go. But that's yeah, me to cry me. Yeah, I become BBC for Bekache say Ghana Airlines, Ashanti Airlines, Nina Asante for dia ebe to. Esi ankranfo do me nkurasefo ye betu afri Kumasi de che yakọ Berlin ye yakọ Hamburg ye free akọ UK ye free baby ye free say Milton Keynes hey boga how far long time I go link up I say Milton Keynes was there hey right is that UTV way ça Peace FM way sa abeka BBC way fake news gwa sa de we wen ATR planes na wen sa de we wen omo report in 2023 sa planes no enyentu me say sa plane we enye me kwa kodidi o time aso obi anim say bo 8 US time bo 8 me be busuan fo kodidi enti me time aso me mamula asa wada makọ saa de we enyamba so ana na baby jet airlines no amba eno eyi for ma make sure mo he story ni nie abeka BBC for omo kan we na abeka BBC for the way by best Mr. story enye nie story ni abeka BBC Peace FM official na say asen ase awie e stamp aboso aje Ashanti Airlines selected as official partner for Ghana home base carrier abeka BBC atronkwa Peace FM for no sa UTV woro the race for a strategic investor to partner with government of Ghana for the establishment of a home base carrier has ended. Sources close to the aviation industry has learned. Me say abeka BBC for omo beka is sky trade ba deche we mo and no make am say oh on the first day na international airline Kumasi international airline omo wo so mo jimi moa abeka BBC no Ship House oh gara ye jimi o abeji fufu da ya che ma me che baako we so de efri eye aseba ah ikofo we kan say we nyina tumutirim e na mu Jimmy e goto aba ikofo we o mu say mo Jimmy abinchire mu we so mo kai we ni nyina nkofo we ya o Baby Jet Airlines will start operation soon Asamoah Gyan do odi to poison e wugro ni bi Asamoah Gyan Asamoah Gyan odi mo ho be pesika Asamoah kan year ben 2024 Junior, Osi Baby Jet Airlines will start operations soon. On Kanokre, Onika pre. Messi was catch Asamoah Gyan, Onika. No filling station was got. Uye nsuo filling station wa Ghana. Now filling station better you saying. Hey ready. Okay, you see because I can tell her. Adum TV 2024. You see I was July. You will read July. Asamoah Gyan says soon. Unim soon. Asamoah Gyan is soon 30 years. Asamoah Gyan the age okacho say sooner na is afero be 28 we did 37 82 MPP omo gado kre maka chiremo anybody who is affiliated to the MPP is a liar. Asamoah Gyan is a liar. Baby Jet Airlines will start operations soon. Oh hey Messias, get me the one Ekufuado himself said it. Here ben Ekufuado kan wemo kwasiafo we mo omo dada mo sada ho dada mo because omo hu say mo dodo na kan for dodo no mo agimi and they will keep on deceiving you people. Coming soon Airlines Asamoah Gyan Baby Jet Airlines will start operation soon. Obaba na gu eti airport will coming soon Airlines akwawe do better trotro kro dibi and then also esi erosion zero na kunedi bete na hohoroko kwasi asem ye ka Ghana for me yenka asem ye tia de yenko ka abedi asem yenka ka Mahama asem yenka eye de agete so asem yenka eye de ofuriampon ba Asamoah Gyan de me yenka na asem adente o yam pipi ni moa Asamoah Gyan ochen wan Asamoah Gyan onyiri nchan mi o but I don't kwasasem de Asamoah Gyan is not older than me o akokora na wabon dem henia national him on until ye say Asamoah Gyan he is not older than me o ana mo no hu ye won fenti ana madwe say ye nkwara hu Asamoah Gyan on chem you Asamoah Gyan is not older than me okay I have the right to talk about Asamoah Gyan Asamoah Gyan akobo ball wa mo club papa bia o wiase ena ye kan o so won tiase hey Messias we dey 72 dey Asababa oh Messias let me show them this Asamoah Gyan Ewurade ma me kire we o ma na saka we kire mo hwe asem we o ma kan kire mo mapon me kire wade bi hwe go.com o go na o ma saka kire story say go mo nka Gyan to launch airline business in Ghana says Ekufuado digim go.com akokora wo sorry na pam curtains ahye no nam Ghana up and down me en ka Asamoah Gyan Asamoah Gyan ball team papa be no boy Modena Udinese Sunderland o da Asamoah Gyan be compete da yo wo boda wo hu o be gba me charge mo o da Asamoah Gyan be friend legend ne de wo bo Modena wo bo Udinese bo Sunderland say Rennes so say de of France now if you go Dubai how can you say a legend o bodam akora waji 20 under 20 World Cup wa bo Champions League wa bo de o do wo be to akora we ya kama me nka Asamoah Gyan asem yanko criticize obi me criticize Asamoah Gyan mo kan ekora mo me charge ye World Cup ya yan qualify ya Asamoah Gyan ko boto chine fa ball ne ma Steven Apia no ombo kwase ball ni jama kwase jama ne de bobo fa ball ne ma senior player no ombo political player obo enya o de sika sponsor MPP campaign obo wi ase kakra unya e o de nyina ko sponsor MPP campaign ena nam wan so di fa ena nam wan so gi fa di brefo oni kapre I don't care but the issue is nobody can tell us not to criticize Asamoah Gyan or criticize his career and then Gabi Alsmith Jim say shut up how much what do you know about sports Ghana ne mu ofunta na moti radio so kaka sports what do you know about sports yeah Asamoah Gyan records abeto already dede ayo ne Jordan ayo abedi pele stats abeto be kan kwasem say de Asamoah Gyan starts when team papa ben Asamoah Gyan bo wi ase Asamoah Gyan has money than you but take kwasi ebo Facebook the money Asamoah Gyan has Asamoah Gyan odisika be hwe busuan for da kwasi awa Asamoah Gyan wa hwe busuan ni da Asamoah Gyan ɔde sika bɛhwɛ obusuani da aboofunu me busa ne sɛ Asamoah Gyan boy or boy no team papa ben obo wiase Tornado mo mabo Juventus omabo Champions League Sule Muntari mabo Inter Milan ne ade bogo from center Esiamu bogo from center omo kura nyina nkasa ye okobo you dinnes ne Sunderland betena Ghana so kan kwase asem onti ase ubuofu because Asamoah Gyan joined MPP no nim nyansa ko be join MPP. Me, I don't care about Asamoah Gyan being part of NPP. It does not add anything to Ghana. Whether Asamoah Gyan or the resources in Bawumia and family, Asamoah Gyan sika me minye bindi. I am making you know Asamoah Gyan is not a legend. And no, I don't know. One kind of Ukrainian children. Ghana in your World Cup, Endu semi-finals, you know, ni bre fatu na omomni bon to net. Kobu pupu to akobo atu atwere kan kwasam. Ya da hotia ma den da ho ya me me yere. Ya nante form from Legon Osu all the way to Asarabotwe abofunu ye tua wo kaboto na edudum bonto net wa hemu tintin de nam Ghana dim kwase asem say Asamoah Gyan because Asamoah Gyan 2023 ma me fam 2017 Ekufuado oka asem no 2017 and oka chem say Asamoah Gyan baby jet den ba moa ye busam question am bofu 2017 and Ekufuado cast Asamoah Gyan to start jet airlines in Ghana 2017 October moi airline away airline na Gyan be start no 2017 or 2024 on some moi de embu Ghana for asakotena this year say or the airline Asamoah Gyan odo beto kai koba Asamoah Gyan wo kapre na mo an girisika nyina die munko busa no na mo an ginisika nyina die oni kapre shotanga na ode yemo 7 years ago kaka sam kwase asem we ba me yanka Asamoah Gyan asem and okay Asamoah Gyan asem say oye MPP ni na onum tam Asamoah Gyan be MPP ni time na oye nkwase adwuma Dubai na tam de sika na de ma MPP fo so munimu a Asamoah Gyan started your politics enye nde na nse na we yi nanimu ma muhu onum time Asamoah Gyan started the sika ma MPP for do you know onum time Asamoah Gyan started sponsor Ekufuado kwase afo ye kan say nipa na nya legend Asamoah Gyan onya legend Asamoah Gyan embo first class team in his life. Let's get those records straight. Asian is a legend about Chelsea about big teams. Sule Muntari is a legend about Champions League. Asian about Champions League. Steven Tornado appear about Champions League, about World Cup, about African Cup. Asian about Champions League, about World Cup, about African Cup. Muntari about Champions League, about World Cup, about African Cup. Those are the things we look out for. Asamoah Gyan goes nowhere close to these people. You get what I mean? So let's set the record straight. It's not about Asamoah Gyan being MPP. Also be belonging to a political party. Why? Asamoah Gyan he needs to vote. But the status now we need to know. Ondru ho monchene form. So the person I'm gonna page say a choose na him. Mon kan chase on your legend. Problem I facing in I wanna say Ghana sports. Ghana football Asamoah Gyan. Ka o Tornado born toneta anka Ghana football be a one Kenya ne. O ka ho any brain tree politics. Akwana say Ghana for akuma. Was say a good opportunity for Ghana. Mon kan anim. De bia wa kapon kan nam Ghana said your horo cars. Mon kan okran kire no. Onya akola biem. Mamun titiri so a 17-year-old boy. When yini. Na nimu nyina pompono mu. Why say de Ebenezer Mpaben. Na nimu lines who was Asamoah Gyan. Na nimu say Ebenezer Mpaben. When yini. Mon kan anim say boga when yini de oye na nye. Now to Ghana mo so di nkwasi asem. Enti mo amo say ya tan Asamoah Gyan yen tan no. Why? Mon kan so when yini. Asamoah Gyan ebie sa ne bonk na no e wo weja no Ekufuado anko obi. Bonum ta Asamoah Gyan o start Asamoah Gyan sika time NDC wo power. Asamoah Gyan he became a millionaire when NDC was in power. Anamebwa. Asamoah Gyan ebie sa ne toy dynasty weja hodom no. Eje Ekufuado of Tony Safre no. Or Tony Safre obi. Asamoah Gyan started politics here and there. We all know. Into munja is cheap politics now mo ye no. The guy needs to be spoken to. He's not a legend. He has messed us up more than anything because of Asamoah Gyan obi wuye kwasi a penalty okobo yenti. Until we need to set the record straight. Me Asamoah Gyan oniska nkyɛn mi o ehia for mo na mbɛka kasa Asamoah Gyan odi cedis me di dollar. It does not matter. Odi cedi me di dollar. Enti no matter Asamoah Gyan gas obetia so me tia kakra bi so e dose cha Asamoah Gyan I have money than him. Obetima ka say oh hotels 30 they are all charging in cedis. I have Asamoah Gyan on time you onyini nkyɛn mi o. Metuma kananim I can metuma kananim sa akwala onyini nkyɛn mi. Enti mama na mfili so epanyini bi passport office. Me say bra mo bebre no 2020 to aba wi na me ka asa mo jam say ebi bebre but ebi bebra chimbi. Now this is what is happening. The reality is there's no money.
Okay.
And you see, let us be honest. Low patronage hit passport application over price increment. Yes, see, oh, my main kind story in show and the passport for say, the passport office has reviewed low patronage of passport applications by Ghanaians following the price increment on April 1st, 2024. Say, see, in conform major passport. If you say, since it's all motor passport, passport born, in conform ma. Almost said, despite this directive facing strong opposition from dissenters, including some passport applicants, agents, and some stakeholders, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Regional Integration, in a statement, clarified that the decision to increase passport prices aligns with the 2023 fee regulation LI 2481. In an interview with Channel 1 News, Gabriel Chodakon's channel, the director of the passport office headquarters, Paul Kujo, indicated that while this is a concern, it will not be significant as long as his office fulfills its mandate. And the passport office for say, I'm out for top passport, I'm out for major passport, I'm out for embassy passport. If we say, or people don't apply for passport, if we say, I buy not to passport, a bona yajino, I buy say, omudimbrabi by a friend ally. Legislative instrument the almost say I don't know mujina so editor passport. Hey, these people travel around the world. Majority of the embassies, when your passport expires, they can't get passport for you. Go to Germany, go to Saudi Arabia, go to Kuwait. There are people in Kuwait and Saudi Arabia. The problems they are going through, they just need passport to come home. Go to Germany. Bawumia group no omate a passport office within a passport office. Udu Germany. One day I'll come and show you pictures of those people doing that. When you get to the passport office, they will redirect you to somebody to give you a form to go and find for the person to go and get your passport. The office in Germany, Cologne, I think so, and some places, Berlin, the Ghana embassy, they cannot give you passport. Come to America. When your passport expires, the US Ghana embassy, DC, they can give you passport. Chrono. Me this number me say ko hono kaka so we Ghana and your passport are expired, they can't get you Ghana passport. Go to Kuwait, go to Libya. They be there in my inbox, boss. Yeah, Oko passport. They are all over the world. They are all over the world calling me, texting me. Boss, talk about this. When we go to our embassy, they can't even help us. Go to Libya, go to Germany, go to Tripoli, Libya, Tripoli, go to Kuwait, go to all over the place, even America. Mopa ochina monfre Ghana embassy, DC, na muza some passport. They don't have it. Visa common to me print visa amount. Visa, they cannot print visas. They have solicited everything to MPP4, ABA subcontract, sub companies, and the other contractor and they are not effective. The government does not have money. They cannot run any embassy. No embassy is effective under this government. Me say, for phone the embassies around the world. Men can say UAE, DC, New York of Grand Port send a baller. Baby, I'm free beyond call. They won't even pick your call. I'm gonna pick your call. We are living in America. Also, will be free Texas, Eba ADA, Eba Eye DC, and send our budget passport. This is America. People sometimes are supposed to travel from Texas, California, sometimes to come to DC to come and follow up on their visa. Yes, see, Bronica said remittance. We will say remittance. Fanatic no my remittance. And they are sorry beyond the numbers. Omankasa Joy News for say. In a Joy News, time I can Japan can say, mo own an cocaine dealer no. Something in any case they go see saying, once you Kennedy. What dear more? You did with you a Ghana wa. Second, the Japan somebody cocaine can about the Joy multimedia no. And I'm a tell something in any we release letters about you Kennedy. And I go see saying, Ghana, you Jimmy, you refia the entem. Once you Kennedy be. And so it means what Kennedy said is true. That the Joy News Multimedia Group, the boss, is a cocaine dealer. Because at this point, your silence is showing, say, Asamoah Kennedy Japan Kafa, boss, the owner of Multimedia, no. It means it's true. He was peddling drugs. He's a drug peddler. Because Moka Asamoah court, Emma Kennedy Japan, Abeyi, the evidence about Mango court Nibium. You people release a statement. Something like any. What to what Bobo Numia. Something stake, oh, bodam. A dambi ne yo. Oko kinka article be kan kwasi asem. They said the owner of Multimedia is a drug peddler. He's a drug trafficker. Kennedy Japan said it on TV. You people say you were taking him to court. What happened to that matter? It means he's actually a drug peddler, right? You people. Now, the other I want to say, Boadu is your new money laundering minister. Akwabe Wiesika. Boadu. Ekufuado Yaba be minister of money laundering. Ekufuado. Ekufuado ye minister of money laundering. Hey, Ghana for most of them. Okay, let's go on. Beyond the numbers, about $12 billion in remittance to Ghana unaccounted for by Bank of Ghana. Yes, see. Bogus a wabru chiti seme. Enen kwasi afodi bi aka no. Sika ye sendi kofie through mobile money. Den. Yedi kofie koye business. Yedi bi hwe busua. Yedi bi eye de o se yedi ya sika dollar ye pompe ko Ghana. Ye ne bogus no. Onim say boga bia send sika ko Ghana electronically. Say bia Momo transfer, whether bank transaction, wire, international den. Sa sika na be free wo boga nsem bia akọ Ghana no. Bank of Ghana ejina ya name ete a percentage. If you say sebio yenso ye chobo ayete edebo oman ho bra no. Into every transaction a boga bia be yakọ Ghana no. Bank of Ghana, those the companies are bia omo receive sika no omo tia some percentage to the Ghana government. Into Bank of Ghana energy sika no to. Into every money bia obe send ya ko Ghana bia no. Sa company na operate a odu sika no fa no so. Sa company no they pay taxes to the government of Ghana, and those monies no it goes to the Bank of Ghana. You see afini do ya ye ko hwehwe nkrate mu no. Sika na eba Ghana na sa companies no etua se eto your percentage edema Ghana I record to Bank of Ghana emu $12 billion ayira. Me say tie ebi a wonte ase wo fa na wo abrochi te se me no obra panyini ukunu wo yire any day bi obesend $20 no sa sika no odefa wave odefa mo from saying sa company we na dey remit the sa company and I say or send it through a bank account say or no wire transfer whatever way sa boga ne be na sika ba ka wonsa no sa sika no boga ne send ya because company no enya ho mfaso Ghana ban so say enya ho mfaso enti sa sika no say $10 $20 percentage bi eco Bank of Ghana ye de to the Ghana ho bra because sa companies no the Ghana ho didi. Now ye ko share Bank of Ghana for nkrata mu no ye ko buso mo say sika bogus send ye ho mfaso ye say afre bi tap pay send zoom remit you say remit nyoma ha Sa baby am send musika fa no. Sa nkofo mo tua sika bank Ghana government. Omo tua Bank of Ghana ti omo. It is on o send school free through offer sika through tap. O discuss through pay send. O discuss through Zoom. O discuss free every remit. Mika imrebi sa compare friend saying remit for say a year ago or so. And they sent me an email through one of their agents. Oh, we have seen your media house. We want to see if we can do business, and then you can advertise our products. And I'm gonna say, hey, me when I say A, it goes on radio. It goes on 2 radio stations. It goes on TV. It's in 22 African countries, including Ghana. When I say hello, it goes on YouTube. YouTube, my numbers are bigger than any TV station in Ghana. When I speak on Facebook, my affiliates pick every single thing. So if you want to come on our platform, me offer number one mudane. I'm saying, hey, boy, you say me coffee TV. Me pesika ko yimecho. Boy, you say me as ankwasi afo na bloggers na mo kwa ko $100. Na omo posters atata mu TV. Me catch am say, you see, this is me. This is my platform. It is bigger than GBC. If you think you are going to come here an hour and pay less than $2,000, then this is not your platform. And I did not even say an hour. Me say per ad, 30 seconds. If it is going to be less than $3,000, this is not your platform. So I'm going to pay $100 ko yinecho kofi TV mo den ameya debra mo sa $20 ehom nko ho manti o nka bie besin ne hwe mo je say efo mo bodam mame ko mansa mo so yesim surobi now. Okay. So sa companies ni nyina ma bobo mu di no. Say almost send this sika, Mr. S. I'll take care of it, Mr. S. Almost say you could share Bank of Ghana for crack. Say you could share Bank of Ghana for crack terminal. Sika bogus send it call Ghana 40 diano $12 billion and then you ayra. We can't find it. We cannot trace it. $12 billion ayra. Do you know what $12 billion can do for Ghana? And yetiam yesi na puso akọ sign petroleum hub contract on a consortium yakọ sign contract ewo jomoro $12 billion 20,000 acres. And I just noticed I got an information say the real king of jomoro area hold on, he has spoken that deal or catch the youth and the people about that area and say they do not agree. Sa ohene na okotene mu sign ye no Sebio de Martin say, Oni ahemfo akese pa ne krampo ndi nkomo. And that yewo ahemfo jatana nkasa wo ho, den chama kese ne wo ho. Omo a ewo se omo nod to yes. And sana sa contract na baso no. Yesi ohene na okodi enim no, oni ahene akese no. In fact, ohene akese a owo that area ho no. Your friend no information came from your friend no. Mr. P, this information was in the meeting. I forgot to. In fact, what is happening in say a year or hine nankasa or no, yes, or hine na or no, and other people they have taken the matter to court. Let me show you because the court documents are here. I think that this week, me opportunity na me fresh or hine na any omoma kana abekasa will show we so. Sa dubious contract na moko sign here na. They did it secretly without the knowledge of Sebio ahemfo nanka so mo penifo ho na Sebio also mo nyina back together no. They selected a few. Intesi the youth there, you need to rise up. 20,000 acres. Now let me put a pin in this. Na men kan we nchiremu. Now when you go to Jomoro assembly akopie court eni. Court document ni. Enti Asamoah ese na pose wakoji 20,000 acres on your hine bina ahemfu bina transno. Now in the High Court of Justice Western Region Takwa AD 2023 writ of summons ukoshema 2023 no Asamoah ekopie court ebusia penyin in some bebre. I'll take my time and read this for you to know, but what I want to tell you is say, sa contract na pose omoni ahemfu bi akotena se no, ahemfu akese pa omo say they don't know anything about it. So 20,000 acres, no, they need to come to them again, the youth. So it will be good for Ahemfo contract signing to also come out and meet the other chiefs to discuss this matter. 20,000 acres is not a joke. And back to Yamata, no, what I want to tell you is say, a year Sika Yadiba Ghana $12 billion cannot be accounted for. The $12 billion no ayira. Ninyina the same Bank of Ghana ya come as much say they are criminals. Addison is a thief. Umar go to Addison, yes sir. Addison, he's seriously sick. He went under the knife a year or two ago. Addison, he's sick. There you say when power changes, Addison will say enche move. Sika omo wiya begu UK dia ma omo nyina ye hu. Ene na ya no obi di say Addison odi ko gina court 2 days no wu. Oyare fo. But krono a wa born Bank of Ghana ho no. Ewi a wodi akufo he Sika o matama ko sie e de akwa brocha ko sie eno na Emma Addison to me resign no. 12 billion enye $12 million oh. $12 billion sika na ayira gone. Ye busa se sika na fa here obi ani Bank of Ghana all my answers. Na kwa sebia ka jem say Bawumia it is possible. Bawumia metwa so. You are telling me say Bawumia mra no metwa so. Might be sick in your head, eh? Now, Mami Chow Adibi. Mami Chow Adibi. Now let's get into this matter. Promote me to president. I passed as vice president. Bawumia edges Ghanaians. And Yebusa Bawumia say, what is the difference between review and cancel? Also, any answer. Yebusa Bawumia say, Bawumia, we are asking about the dollar, the exchange rate. Or see, he's not going to talk about it. Yebusa Bawumia, unemployment rate na akosro out of the roofs. No, or see, no, he's got nothing to do with it. Yebusa Bawumia, see, ano Ghana a car a die so over 1.6 trillion. Or see, on Kanwasem. Yebusa Bawumia also go for oil bar. Eye de petrol bo be ko form bibia be ye exchange rate dollar no be ba form and Yebusa Bawumia say gold for oil no dey aba enso me no ka say eye de dollar no etwam 16 petrol a liter bibia nenam. Yebusa Bawumia corruption fight no huni say also on kan ho asem. Mahamud Bawumia say or the 33 policies aba. Obusa say policies no dey na ye adwuma or say or the aba ntiesi a bibia ntoma no or say enunti ye nto aba ma no. The question is what is your message? And this question you keep asking them, they don't want to give you answer. But when you say we are not going to ask questions. And Kwasi afford to say I'm your Debrane Zion Felix mo and it's our stupid boys from UG Muna. Hungry, dirty boys, no. They think they can use these fools to lie to the youth in Ghana. In Tubusa Bawumia say, Bawumia, what is the difference between review and cancel? On Kanwasem. But the same Bawumia, they will go and say, oh, Bawumia esikaya ye dying. I'm here the 1 week. I'm actually kaya ye for 300 and more than 1 week. Actually kaya ye for 300. Omko makeup, omko lipstick, omko hairdressing, omko seamstress. More than 1 week. Actually 300 kaya ye for more. And no the only Bawumia picture better so. Hey, Bawumia has led the training of 300 kaya ye and maybe a tailor for 1 week. Yebusa Bawumia said dollar na was sitting also and the only muama nyame be kuma to atwene. You are selecting which one makes Bawumia better, right? Nanka sa na nanka je sen kwasi afo nka beduru so. Indwan sanka ye select the ebeboa and the emboa we the onje credit ma we nje credit na mo je sen kwasi afo nka benya power ba. And the Obusa Bawumia bibia onkasa ade chiam so where's that I even saw the story somewhere. There's the story. There's a story. Adechinya, almost oh, Asasi radio, Gabi Ochidaku radio no. Bawumia Kaya Ye Skills Empowerment Program graduates 600 women. Almost 1 week. Almost say almost Kaya Ye for 600. How much comes to be a head payment? How much comes to be a jelly? Oma choms be a licky soup. Oma choms be a akatuan quine. Oma choms be a Eddie and fit for your papa, your shoot, your shiny fit of one pobwa. Oma choms be a abortion. Oma choms be a duku. Oma choms be a payment. Oma choms be a yensu. Oma choms be a nyakosia. Ain't Bawumia ya dear aboa. Dollar no was 16 and Bawumia me yanwe. And Moama. Dollar no, it was 16. And then Bawumia can once. Napco fosi can buy kwasi afo Bawumia kan want gold for oil no SAS gold for oil no ati petrol so ati light bill so ama dollar exchange rate ra conform emmoama mo say 1992 politics here no Ghana oh Bawumia de kai yefo aba ananya Bawumia na dollar ba 16 da bi ende oni mo hwe Bawumia nyo no kwa na yedwuma emponche ade na mo nka say we de kufu na ye Kofi for sun kansa nenim say wo ba kwasia inauguration we sika we film nenim sa wo otwe we kura op MP akoye mahama na eye YEA emande emmoa matesemo monya bebi atena munye nyenyan sa apofi ende emmoa matesemo monya bebi atena mo se Bawumia de kai yaba na nya Bawumia na de dollar de ba duru ha enya Bawumia na de PDS buy enya Bawumia ena ende yeti hei ye ka eye de eye ejapa enya Bawumia na de ba ende enya Bawumia o dabi kai ndi Bawumia de ba ye emponche mma nti yanhwe we su ne nkoto aboma Bawumia mo kire kai yesi bi o mo yankatenkwan girls ya na mo yo mo interview asante for ma ena mo chi o mo se mponche abegino se o mo nka so mo ye kai ye mma ade na mo jimi sa you people don't know say we are in the new world mo se Bawumia ye we yate na dollar ne ene me yenka Napco mama yenka gold for oil mama yenka aya SML deal we mama yenka we are talking about all that has happened bust oil we are talking about aya debt aya eka ya boegu Ghana for so da ho ene mama yenka nti yanhwe we sun to aboma Bawumia emponche mma enwan mma emmoa munkosua politics no boyin so obia na ejim sa chema wontumi me boa sa dirty politics now we from 2008 emotional campaign a jaman for ma emotional campaign mo da dankofo beduru ha oh kai yefo they said want to me gare e de den kai nchewe spread sunti ye Bawumia yan kanhye Bawumia ni munyam na Bawumia kwase ampe so atani ade no nkosi kai yefo hosted no tafo krum se na be ya ntafo ne madan ha oh tani a wejimi ono ni krom ho na problem ni free ba no wan ko stop the problem no or the kwasi atenkran say we see hostel enti sa problem na wo di krom na emma you people are foolish mu ye jimi fo mo MPP fo mu nyina mu ye jimi fo mu di MPP echi se mmoa wa be si hostel amakaya ye fo won kran na kaya ye fo ro mu free hineba o mu free pechi number 2 kaya ye fo o mu free asantimemu neba kaya ye fo o mu free achim area ho neba kaya ye fo free sirim ade na wan ko sirim ankosi dan wo ho entre ni kai efo no ho mo ye ndwan mo hu ntafo so mo ye mmoa Bawumia na ama no ho kwan na mo akamfo nkwasiafo ni bi mu treat ni sa aboa we gimi ntra na ye den na tani wo pese oboa ntafo a ade na be boa ntafo ro de abesi down ha ade na fa nkosi ntafo okrum ono anka saba ade na wa ye no ntafo do krum ah kwasiafo mu ni mnyansa nko kan se na wo wagimi adena edana wusi no sa training center no adena onkosi no nta ukrom wale adena onsi no wale aden This is very interesting, I'm going to read this. Aden ena mon kanche Bawumia say onkosi hostel no sirem MPP tribal party. We mu akamfo mu yisom no nyansa che obia. Bawumia na ejimi ntana mo yusu no. Na mo konya tani onim nyansa na oya de pa mo so mo mpe. Mon kanche Bawumia say onkosi hostel bi o sirem. Se na be ya nkwara no mo sirem no mo mba ha. Na onkyere mo nsa ne dwuma wo sirem. Mo beto sadai moa. Bawumia nuaba ende one Bawumia personal aid eko eye position ho adedra Bawumia nuaba ene Bawumia aid nkwasiafo mienu pe power wo sirem. Bawumia kwasiampanyi di MPP echi on si dan ba ko wo sirem a ye de be kire siremfo nkwara insan odwuma. Moye moa. So you go and you see this. You see these two monkeys. And yet the Tamale High Court has placed injunction on Dr. Tia Mahama, technical advisor to Bawumia, restraining him from holding himself as the NPP parliamentary candidate elect for Wale Bawumia Kromo. The decision comes after the incumbent MP, Honorable Lariba Dieng Abadu, who is sister of Bawumia, who is Bawumia's sister, filed a legal challenge against the declared election result. In the name of MPP politics. Ko wale ko hwe ohia e wo wale ko mampurisi fodu krom ne ko hwe ohia enkwasiafo ntafo miensa Bawumia ne nuanom ne edifo instead so mbadwene the development of wale ne mampurisi fo ne siremfo ho no omo de omo kwasia petumi because saa no mo behu omo nim se unya tumi na utumi wie sika. So today as we sit, Bawumia nuaba na ono she is heading Sada na John Mahama BA na nkwasiafo ba be chenyi din ye NDA no. This woman today is struggling in court because she knows she'll go to jail. Oba we obeko jail or kromfo Sada tricycles no mo ton di ye. And Jimmy we na ote Bawumia office no we hu semu ayefo. So many anim se Kufuado are autistic, without due respect to autistic people. Aunu se Kufuado na no so nsuo on to me enya president and so motuma mana be di president. Omuni se Bawumia Jimmy Ghana for bi dinechi into why don't they also try their luck? And the Bawumia nuaba and the Bawumia 8 nyina ye djuma on office, they are fighting on the Mampurus for a seat Bawumia Krum. Now catch them say sankwasiafo enim nyansa kwa wale ko hwe ohia ho omuntumi si one regional hospital, omuntumi si one district hospital, omuntumi nye bibia ma Sada Mahama de ba ya ebe create adwuma omo be change din no oba we ya nanim kales oba no be di sika ne nua be ma ne Bawumia ntia mfa no ho sesi a osuro so be free parliament because odim say obeko jail in ponche ma boju se nyina ye jimi on boju se ye ponche e Ghana ye jimi ahemfu bi na ama mo chance na mo jimi mo ho asofo bi na ama mo chance na mo jimi mo ho ekro bi anka ten. How despicable Hwade bi Ose Bawumia is not corrupt sankwasi ade we obi a onim nyansa onya corrupt. Will this happen in his office? Na munim de asem krapo a ebufu mo hwede esi Bawumia is the most corrupt politician here. Okujato Ablakwa has posted something on social media. A very interesting oh. Sa Bawumia we in the office wo damage omo ye no. Right now there, you say omako court. Bawumia he owns about 20% of Ghana's facilities and I say government properties. Bawumia he has shares. But ye jiminti ye nim. Now mo hear see. Okujato Ablakwa Asamoah in a positive way. And you know the mission to make sure say people do not sell our national asset. This Senate matter, I was the first person to speak on it. I'm not bragging about it. Me na the first document Betchem say Brian a Champon, Tam Senate Nina hotels naman. I showed this in Ghana first. Me na me catch them. As usual, Kevin Taylor and Tienka and Okujato also followed up, and this is where it has gotten to. I was the first person to come show you documents say Brian Champon MPP for Tong Ghana Japadia Momo Brian Champon Senate properties. I was the first person. My mechanic I gave you documents. The records are there. Senate. I opened that can. I did it. And as Asamoah Kujato did his parliamentary duty, followed up, made sure the facts are out there. Odibi beka ebedrune. Ghana today, Okujato Ablakwa and Nkwasiafo ni bi I can form one say on a problem. Kwasia oya hune ni ntiwa mane nka Ghana asem mdwanba. Let's read this document. I want to be Bawumia, how dangerous Bawumia is. Bawumia. This our war against despicable state capture isn't going to be an easy one. The information many public servants are sharing with me is most frightening. Vice President Bawumia's senior policy advisor and board chair of La Palm Royal Beach Resort, Professor Kweku Apia Edu, apparently isn't only responsible for running down La Palm and offering it for sale to his colleague in government. He now claims to own portions of prime land belonging to the Ghana Prison Service at Roman Ridge. The vice president's top advisor has dragged the helpless Ghana Prison Service to court, demanding that they stop preventing him from enjoying his acquisition. In a show of vice presidential power, Professor Kweku Apia Edu used national security operatives to demolish a fence constructed by the Ghana Prison Service to secure their land, which was allocated to the service since 28 June 1950. Now, the Okuja Tablaka Eka Nyina say, yes, sorry, na, the Abeto Jane say, Mahamudu Bawumia, ni senior policy advisor, nipa our Bawumia officer, only the two Bawumia fo. Bawumia kwasha Asamoah Gyan only the two fo. Ye tuaneka with a buying sika. Only the Bawumia policy advisor. In this Bawumia be jinaka say one district one factory. Sa kwasi ampenyi no. On the catch Bawumia so mekanchiro. Sa Bawumia be jinaka say gold for oil. Sa kwasi ampenyi no. And the catch Bawumia so catch Ghana for say gold for oil. So what one district, one factory, one constituency, one dam, one constituency, $1 million. Sa kwasi asem na Bawumia kano. Or kwa airport or Cape Coast. Sa flat rate in kwasi asem no. Sa papa we na catch Bawumia say on meka. Now the abesini say okuja to abla kwa chire mu no. O say the abesini say eye sa papa no. Ye kasa nyina La Palm Royal Beach. O ka omo rane no ho eno mo diska ni nyina ene one. La Palm na egu no. Papa we o ka La Palm omo manage La Palm no o ka ho eno mo di La Palm sika ni nyina. Ende La Palm no egu na ensi ho o say kesi ade abeto dwane say sa papa ya yefre no eye Mr. Professor Kweku Apia Edu no oya Bawumia senior policy advisor no or the Ghana Prison Service court adai o see eye asase a eda enkran asase teje premu asase a sebio anwa wom eda nkran eye Ghana Prison Service for dia no papa na sha wafa. And a prison service was adding asase we adaha from 1950 yedia also that be ende ye ne aba Bawumia office them ye adwuma papa no afa asase no Ghana Prison Service. Mr. S, get me his picture. The picture ni hear me. The pictures are important, Mr. S. Na de e ya kura wo no say ono papa no or the Ghana Prison Service for court because onu say madam toko no ho onu say attorney general apache no ho onu say court no e ya omo dia. Enti Bawumia senior policy advisor no ono the Ghana prisons court emo aka kire court say court in yasasen because asase ne dia na dia ya ne say wako aden asase na da ho na Ghana prisons for ato wall afa no sa papa we ebubu ho nyina atogu se kwasiafo ye ne ye MPP for no Bawumia na obedi president me na me advice no enti papa na kofa bulldozer ebubu cantonment asase a Ghana prisons for the Ghana fosika ato wall afa no papa na bubu atogu kwase bi to se Kevin Taylor time MPP yemfam yembubu papa dan tungu ye yembubu papa dan entungu ye. Let me show you his picture. Ubon say monkey kura. The way he dresses clearly will tell you say enre no dawson he psychologically onya okay kura. See the way this is the man I'm talking to you about. Papa Ronye, this is the man. Erade Ghana pa ye Jimmy o. This is Bawumia senior policy advisor. Onye. Yeah. Odresi di se Kufuado. Odresi se Kufuado papa. Na adwiri ne se we na mane hunyansa enkwase ade obote Ghana yeru no. We mu They don't have their own brains, oh. They are foolish. Sa baby a obu asase no, a plot that neighborhood no, it's about $250 million for one assassin. $250 million, $250,000. And so when you assassin one plot or all the background is almost 300 million. And so when you assassin. So this is the guy who advises Bawumia on policies. It just about Bawumia can say, first year mame, akwawi. And the two no for kasa. What is about me? I can say, I is here Ghana no or some trouble because me a mate akwawi. When the two Bawumia fo. Now junior, I am junior so bobo tie. Now so much Vietnam suit be it makes them intelligent. They are criminals. And then this guy is suing the Ghana prison service. Prison service for wall or mato or bubu atogu also ejuma about my office. You and I, your taxes you did to abu weka. Omo call school abroche no komo nyejuma papa yan komo ba Ghana da. And it's ne sankwase afro mu abroche ye PhD and ye you choose education kwasia ade na moko tena abroche na moko school no. Some munya PhD na ade na manko Ghana anko ye Ghana ye. And one mugu abroche ye we are going to choose PhD over a passport. Me sin kwase afwe. Mu ye PhD ni wie no ade na manko fie. Enwe kwase afo bro ni aye ni krom ye ma wo be ye PhD ni wie no wote ha. Ye djuma bro ni krom. E de ba obra. Ema wo fi tete ya defend e na PhD. I will pick education. Me sin kwase afo e. Ade na mu ye PhD ni wie no. Mo anka se mu de mu PhD no ko Ghana ko boa Ghana because abrofo ni PhD no na chichiri kuro no emo ama mo agimi. Me say the idea of the baby bini be kunu say you educate bibini too much. Bra brochire. O say bibini bini bro ni te office cubicle wo pe na agene say o nipa chen Ghana ni no o Ghana no. You see them every day. Very foolish people. Very stupid people. They are in cubicles. How many are brought to cubicles? And or because or take computers or bro computers no. O hu ni nyonko Ghana ni suggest bibia nipa na o Ghana na jimi. Me say nkwase afwe. PhD holders multi America, UK, Germany. Some of your PhD no go back home and implement whatever you learned to build Ghana and nine what it's ya edge tax returns. Pasia do be catch them say mu PhD na mo akwa no. The passport is more valuable than mu PhD and ya in Go back home with your PhDs and help Ghana. These are the foolish PhD holders. They go back home and they lie and they steal from the people. Educated fools. Mr. S. Mr. P, what are we seeing now? Oh, really? Do you want me to just put it in there so that you can use it for your pieces? If you want me to go to Wale Wale again and slot this in there, I can do that for you, Mr. S, so that you can use it for your pieces. I don't have a problem. I think I can do that. So, the senior, it is a me catch us MPP for we Jimmy. We mo munim nyansa. NDC for John Mahama munim nyansa is a fact. Because some of us Ghana OTB under NDC. Never. Yet abroche Jimmy ho ye PhD for any abeji PhD. In nine magi PhD we mo go fie. Sa de papa bi wo fie ma mo betumi de PhD no aboa. Why are you people living here like dogs? Getting up every 5 a.m. working like chimpanzees. Go back to your country and apply the PhD you've learned. Mo da gugua eje mo ya 9 hours 40 hours a week. Mo in Yanka. I thought your PhD was going to make you work 2 hours a day. Ukuta PhD, you are still doing 9 to 5. Why don't you leave with your PhD and go back to Ghana and build the country? Motete abroche na Jimmy for mu fin. Ye ka ade papa kire fie fo ana mo de mu Jimmy gugu ha. Mo de ma be comfortable. And ye ka no kura kire fie fo a na mo gugu ha mo to fin jankamba dwamanfo. Mo gugu ha ka say we will choose education. PhD is everything. Me say media me ni PhD, me ni masters. Me say mo betina krom ha na mo masters wo PhD no mo nim nyansa chen omo mo ofie no mo nko na mo fa knowledge ni nko bo afie ade na mo da hotia You people are working like bulls in dying. Most of them church about on Facebook. Pocky and on Facebook and also the Ghana from Besamo Babru Chibako school a buota and then the open scholar Ghana for magic scholarship Brabruchi Emede Emeko school Abruchi a buota Kwasia MPP tribal party almost one school Ghana. Asiaphobia nam from journalists who see way in crassy former way. And then among country MPP is almost see world class universities. Ewo Ghana. Na enkura no mu wie SS no mo nkosa universities no. Edwaman forma mu fin. And I'm on Facebook. Oh, if you want to come to America and come and do a course here and come and further education, in Patele Ghana no. Obiesi UGMC and the yaji obi yare, yaji obi nkwa ho because obiesi UGMC a bibia ho. What the move fin betina broche impro say I if you want to come to America on scholarship. Obi na nyani kuro ye no obi mra scholarship. Impro. We are journalists, so we are journalists, Papa. This is where you question your government. Why are young people trying to leave the country? This is where you question the government. What is happening? The level of people leaving the country is dangerous. The government needs to find ways to keep the people there. The people are the only people who can build the nation. Kwasia 40 to Facebook say, "Where we school na person better na bruchira. Na person oba school ha. Na enya Ghana form kwasia fo bi to say, ah ye de wo ha ya che. Ye ni schools we de okwa. Mo tra mo mbre school we say inwan ma. Na kwasia brodi na beto no ha no. What say waka kire akwara bi okuro say onko Ghana go school. Na wenya kwasia to be ma bia be gina say an ye de ha de ete open university papa kwa na kwa ha odwan obetena ha no what say bro ni bi tia ka kire obi so onko Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology enko better knowledge mo ye moa tribe na de ma beduru ha mo jimi PhD na musua na enya hwema mo. All you people here in America UK say mo ye PhD for mudru Ghana realistically 2 months muntumi nya hwe. I'm telling you. Me say, mo amusu bukuta PhD wa America, mu nyina maximum 3 months mudu Ghana mu nyina mo be sign. There will be no use. Where yentumi fa mo nya hwe. E dey na mo be. E dey contribution na mo be ya ma Ghana. Mo amusu mo PhD wa abrochire no. Someone will say the environment has not been put in place for people to contribute. So why don't we use our PhD here to force the government to build a nation? Ghana Fontana Ghana. Now school ben na America a chain tech. School ben a chain Legon. In fact, just tech. Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. School ben na Michigan a chain tech. Which university ben na Michigan a papa chain tech? The knowledge you will get from tech as a student from tech, you will not get that knowledge from any school in Michigan, any school in California. You will not get it. A few. And that practical knowledge. There are so many schools here. It has been built to suit the people how they live here. Their curricula is built to suit them. It's built to prepare them for the market here. So when you get a school that takes care of math, science, technology, and it's in your environment, can use what is around you to build the nation, that is your hallmark. That is your creme de la creme. That is where your concentration goes. How do you research? Why do you think when somebody is in America and doing a research about the world, how people relate to maybe a particular kind of food, why don't they only use American food? They travel around the nation, because around the world, because they know those kind of things, every environment, it changes. That is how you do your research. So the education you have in Ghana, Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, when somebody is at tech, that's an organic invention. The person is thinking of an invention within the Ebabwa Ghana. He's not thinking of an invention. Somebody living in New York City, because it is what you live in, the environment you live in, the community and the settings you live in. You learn to grow it. Nakwasia, Obia Oti Wisconsin, Obia Oti New York University. When that person is doing a research, when students come together as whatever to do a research, they are doing a research to build the American system. When a British university student and his colleagues are doing a project or putting a project together or trying to create, they are not thinking about the Ghanaian environment. They are thinking about the British environment, how they'll be able to build that economy. na nkwasiafo betra Facebook a kire say o pese oba school abrochiri a na bra na we nanim we school we dey afo we dey ochro yi a na kwasia wo wiara sa dan ho beka say Ghana fo free Ghana o na die na esi nwan ma emwa ntoriwa enya PhD nkwasiafo na ka kire say review means cancellation. The same foolish PhD people enya Bawumia Nana say review means cancellation. Now, sir, PhD holder who is telling you review means cancellation, why should anybody trust such an idiot? Now, what is the TV so? What is it? Come and do scholarship. You people cannot tell the people say review and cancellation is different. Moya nine. Try with you kumo moya moa. Me said you saw a PhD near. What call the school or jinu who did Uncle Ghana? I am bet me the bet to so. They also a PhD or UK, or a PhD or Germany, or a PhD or America, or so a being or Nimansa Chame, or China on ticket to go for or Kotra Ghana. None the PhD or Bessiano, or the Sa Adien or Bessiano Echo Boa Ghana, to me, you know you cannot fit. You cannot fit because whatever you learned here, it's supposed to stay here. Mwe Jimmy. Monka Chenkwa we say Dutch passport now is better than PhD. Until the NPP government built a school. You have tech or Ghana. Now catch them and say a school in Massachusetts, a school in Chicago, a school at Kansas, a fucking stupid university be at some Colorado. Ghanaians should go there. Not tech go. You cannot build like 4 times of tech. We are boa. Oh, from journalists. We are Jimmy 4. Because your form got na brochire. We have PhD na mo chire mo na come dema na mo de aba Ghana. We want to do politics. Oh, I had PhD in America. And you cannot come to Ghana without doing politics. All those guys in America, Jimmy, UK, they can say, yeah, PhD for they come to Ghana because of politics. And here more now who could a PhD? I want to tell me, say, how much are you going to make? All right, there you go. Me say, how much do you people make in their lives? I'm telling you, PhD, 90% of PhD holders in America, they are poor. Okay. They are living hand to mouth. They are poor. Asamoah Gyan nom de better adamo. You PhD holder. You bet much Ghana. 2 days, 3 days. No, I'm told abroad more and more. They cannot live in Ghana without being part of politics. Go and check their records. Every PhD holder be of obey politics. Can they live in Ghana? Can they live in Ghana? They can't. They are unintelligent fools. They think when you live in white man's country, now you're PhD, you become smart. Yeah. Go down there. There's a young man there in Ghana. He really wants to invent something to help Ghana. That man lives with the people. That young man is looking at the daily lives of the people. They want to create something that will ease their lives. That is what PhD does. An American PhD holder sits and look at his surroundings and say, what can I do to elevate my people, to help my country? They are thinking about their settings. They are not thinking about your foolish Ghana. And it's also about your PhD. Politics. Why don't you go and set up and say, I'm going to use my knowledge to change this country? In Ghana, the Dutch passport, I didn't know how strong and powerful American passport is until I got to Heathrow Airport. I'm telling you, I didn't know until I went through Europe with my passport. Places like Italy, Greece, Udruwa, you have American passport. You are treated differently. Even that your Dutch airport. I didn't know until my American passport who say, where the passport? And why are we having this conversation? We are having this conversation because you're paying for no Jimmy, especially in Kwasiafo. Me see in Europe, me myself, I went through Heathrow. Me UK, a country I've never been interested in UK. I don't like their buildings, I don't like their settings. It's too gloomy there, there's no life, so I've never been interested in the UK. But I passed through there a lot. Me see me right Europe. Mako Greece, Mako UK, Mako Italy, Mako European. Me see you hold an American passport, they don't even want to check you. Nippon Tiada Kanimukrampono, Utmusa as an immigration officer, just holding an American passport. The same as British passport. Or the British passport took wine. You can say now also elevation because it is what they have done back home. They have been able to build a resilient economy. They have been able to put themselves out there. Their PhD holders built that. It is through the knowledge they acquired. They used it to build that nation. The American country now, the PhD holders invented things. Invention got us here. Kwasia for me PhD drugstores, stupid pharmacy shops. The politics. Yeah, catch them say the passport. Some are better than a Ghana. Mu PhD mweja. I'm telling you, people. Until I started traveling, especially through Europe. Over Europe, now with the American passport, you want to say you are powerful. Among with the American passport, they will tell you when you're going through Europe. Now with the American passport, I want to say now America a big country, sir. They are even scared to question you. They are even scared. The Europeans are even scared. The Europeans are even scared to question you, just as an American passport holder. You just being a citizen of the US, they step back, they step away. They don't want to mess up. Now Ghana passport and then Kwasiafo just a Ghana card is better than US passport. Now we a PhD holder Tiabruchi say it is true. Unyo dying me. Book Funtan time being a kind. Kenyan passport is stronger than a Ghanaian passport. Kenyan passport, it is bigger and stronger. So unima, the places Kenya passport can take you, Ghana passport cannot take you. The place Kenyan passport can take you, Ghanaian passport can't. South African passport is better. Everything about this country is bad. Let us talk about it. Now, kwasi for muso na TV so one person go school abrochire. Na Kenya na so dey go school abrochire. Nka one person chire Ghana. Nkurase for ma. Monka de bema Ghana na yeye. Kwasi aba wote Ghana na wo se yeye dede. Wo betena nwura mu o Maryland de. Ade na wonka nchire Ghana for so wo betena abrochire. Na wonsuo ye twam. Na wo light ma. Na omba na oni over wo se mponche no. Omba no omunya omde insurance. O health insurance ngina so. Na corona ultim no president didi watem na ha no de bebo utuo. Ade unya hwe. Aha no de ka kire omo ndwan ma motete nwura mu o. Enende de ekun Ghana for ne nka ho asem. Ma bodua gase se mponche ma atito se when a pest scholarship ababru chire. Kurasefo ma. The US passport Abrante that's no ka kire mu no na oka asema tumutrim na oka kire mu say moma enjai jimi no na yenchekire bebi afiri ni ye yama ya adwini ni nye adwuma eye adwuma we can also get to that level. Only PhD kura at least is better than you. There are so many PhD holders in Ghana. Last week Busamo me say how many PhD holders in Ghana make $5 an hour in Ghana? Nobody. Are you not a slave? I am asking you, and I'm saying this on authority. How many PhD holders in Ghana make $5 an hour? That gentleman who usually told him no, he makes money than any PhD holder in Ghana. So a catcher will say, "You're paying for the Jimmy." Now the passport is holding on. It will give him more opportunity than you are. It means that passport will get him better job at all year, and that job every minute, every hour, he's more human than you because you're born or hospital no. Neba yaria or hospital behwe no ekwan na ofaso na eto na otua no ye de prepare ekwan no ekuro na otim no aban ne bon ho ban edwuma na oye na o se enye no it is basically so check minimum wage the cleaner or the toilet cleaner or the janitor in Holland no he's more richer than your president. No civil servant makes over $5 an hour in Ghana. A toilet cleaner or a janitor in Holland makes that. It makes you people cheap. I'm still waiting for one PhD holder who makes $5 an hour to come and tell me I'm in Ghana. I work here as a PhD. I make $5 an hour. Nobody. A janitor in Holland makes more than a PhD holder in Ghana. Nkwasi asembe no. What the tabru say in Ghana. Mobeka no kre no we de enye party ntie ase ye be sey nkomo no ye be keka nsema to nipa so obi obeka no kre bia no ende onye nipa papa emmoa okuja to ablakwa save Ghana properties ebi mu ntie ase se ade na hunani na eyi Ghana foto kwasiafo na nka enko ye hwan ni anti nka enko ye ahunani mom na nka owia Ghana na nka akaniba abe press conference nyame be kumo mmoa munkonwa na motete so de be kumo ato atwene anka mbe ya hunani na owia Ghana na nka akaniba be press conference say yenko bu nku no meboa eno na ye story but eya hunani na oka Ghana asem say yen save Ghana eya ye asset ne de ye ntiase na impro ma bia kwa press conference wa santimem say okuja tabla akwa tan akamfo odwanba odwanma yanko eni na me kire wade mo de mo jimi na ewo mo no. Now look at this. You see the story? Before I do the story, I'm in sure we Mr. Boachi eye buakwa hene akasa. Mr. Boachi say Ochihine advocates incentives for teachers in rural areas. That's what Ochihine say. On it there, opeso catch Ghana for say teacher for mo chira de wo nkurase no. I was say ye pe bibi mo moma omonika. Hey, Mr. Let's do this. Before I do this, Mama Chiramo, you see this nonsense happening here? When my going to away AC or eye Bawumia Nana Bawumia Nana ba any aqua when my going to ade we see ho Mama Chiramo. Let me show you why there's a rift wale. And wale for no San ko from our constituency no. Omunim nyansa pa with all due respect. I was saying komu twa MPP bo. But you ni bi no sebio ebi mo jimi until they will think say this thing no it is in their favor. The reason why omo pese omo change maami we Emma Bawumia aid we ban and say they know they will lose the seat. Tie. Adikudienti Bawumia epese osesa maami we because one, they know this woman has criminal records. Two, they know this guy is coming from Bawumia's camp. And they know he's coming to do the bidding for Bawumia. Omo here will be a parliament. So Bawumia couldn't win presidency now. They need people in parliament that will do Bawumia's bidding because this guy is another criminal. Women are almost concealing Bawumia insurance scams, insurance criminality. We any alolomo. They are the people fronting for Bawumia when it comes to duping Ghanaians through insurance. Into the reason why they are fighting over that seat, Bawumia 8 and Bawumia Nyampano. And could you say when you go to a ye wale here, sa seat no, see the constituency, see the seat. Oh, the contention there. 2020 election no. Larba Zwera onya 32,000 MPP nino. NDC ninya 30,000. The difference 32,294 and NDC ninya 30,615. Now, the funny thing is say the NDC candidate lost with less than 2,000 votes. Now, that is the reason why NPP4 they are doing everything possible to make sure say because they know the woman is not popular. They know maameni akron for wale for the person beto amano. They know say maameno oyeri she will go to jail. And in time Mahmoud Bawumia actually try to work out akwa we say onko tu maameno because sa akwa we no one na sebio sikaro mo wi o Jubilee House no obetumi dia akọ e dia akomo because this guy no on maami we air fighting for the seat no omo na omo operate e dia den e hide Bawumia insurance money. It is a ushe. What is happening there? It is because they know there is a possibility say NDC for be winning seat, no, and NDC will win. This is one of the constituencies about Bawumia ebe botuo hopa. This constituency, wale, sa constituency way. Bawumia be botuo pa. They will send thugs there. This particular constituency, nipa be wo ho. I am telling you, they will kill people at this constituency. Where Mahmoud Bawumia Nkasa constituency 2020, you see the numbers. Say constituency now one. Wow, constituency be free wale. You see his numbers. He was struggling with under 2,000 to win that seat for MPP. So now, when we start contention, it is because they know. Because 2020, Boadu, Bonkofo, and still the NDC, they were able to pull 30,600. Right now, they know Bawumia cannot win the elections, but they need Bawumia's boys who are criminals to enter parliament. And they are doing everything possible to get rid of her. Sa constituency way, one constituency you knew papa. NDC will win this constituency. You see the independent candidate on your 154. I now think was if we say independent and a new force, but some more bodam Ghana, either NPP or NDC. So say Nyanko Pombeba. Kwasi bi obeka say third force bi or Ghana no with Jimmy on politics na say ana or dadao. Me say Ghana politics a NDC or MPP. You see the numbers NDC MPP got, and you see the independent candidate on your 154. Now independent candidate the bush form of you saying. It to tell you, say it's either you all support the NDC to win or we destroy the nation. Sanity. So we better radio so now when to specific with you. No one can't just say 2-tier MPP. No catch will say use Wagner or Boa or who's away Jimmy or Dadao or your NPP ni. Any person who sits on radio, on TV, also a journalist, or catcher will say, Abana Okotono, Shawabrabum, and Yawabrabumo, 2-tier NPP, they have failed. Say Nipponent man emphatic, and will say 2-tier NPP, and not 2-tier NDC, and Nippon true for or bad or dangerous. So Budukuno on Pelye. Any person who comes to your on your TV or on your radio to tell you, say, there's a third force, and I heard third force no boy or MPP no are disappointed. Obi betina TV so no went man chose to my NDC and MPP no catch that was say on it there onim the echo and a oboa or a dangerous person or a dangerous. It is between the NDC or the NPP. There are over 30,000 people they want the NDC back and they will win, they will vote for the NDC because Bawumia Nana and Jimmy. Now, let me show you this. Thank you, Mr. S. Let's go back to this, the basics viewer. I wanted to talk to you about this story. I started already. Eya ochi hine Mr. Boache kasana metwaso no. Ochi hine say teacher for mo chira de wo nkurase no. Ebe hia se aban ebe pe edian incentive and I say aban be hye edian omodwuma no mo kena ema na ye omakono mo matoa adwuma no so yie edi adwuma no firi omakomem oche hene asem wo kana no sorry ebu akwa hene asem wo kana no ebu akwa hene a odi ekufu ado ba ye obe campaign obo ne si gold a ote ebu akwa o ka se mahama ye eduaba bone na ekufu ado wi ni no e na eduaba pa ote wona na oye one day say one factory campaign a ebesi nne insu a onom no e NDC na man nom ye no sa hypocritical people you mutete Ghana so mo ya ahemfo ni bi no and o ka kire Ghana for say on nim nyansa entie no momentie no o say eye teacher for mo kira de wo nkurase e wo say aban epe ekwan bi so ma obodwuma no omani gye ho aban so masene na hwa de hwe adekudi tam ka say ahemfo ebu nkonwa na moteso no ebe ha mo daache me say otro papa we on otumi the Bible ditro obejun so kan okre oche ebu akwa hene a dangerous man ope ohene a otumi sheda the Bible twatro papa we ye ka say obi a canon. This man is a canon man obetumi at the Bible e dey twatro obejun so kan okre chro. These are some of the men. These are the political chiefs almost say Ghana. One of them omon kan okre omo a tribal omo busuan for say man kro omo nka adentra omo eye de esubi wo mumu a omo adwen omo so omo ye nipa chen nipa bi enti de bia na omo muna de bia omo epinka omo nsre omo de muna se ya na bewu because omo adwen no omo gye so obi sre omo inferiority complex e dware omo so they are always in contention and or say ebe hia say eye Ghana ana aban ebe so teacher for mo ko nkurase ana mo kira de wo nkurase aban betumi aye den and make sure say waso omasene sɛ ne bɛ ɔmo adwuma no ɛbɛkɔ so ma ɔmo ani agye ho Ɔkyehene advocates incentives for teachers in rural areas. Shadio. Now, Oko, the next story. This is what the story says. Yamfo Anglican SHS teachers abandon campus over inadequate accommodation. Yes, so Oko Yamfo Anglican SHS. Teacher for no chari on omuni jai. Omujai school na to adenya omuni baby te. Yetia ena John Mahama aka kire mu as a policy say. Almost see e-blocks or Ghana. Na omo next agenda ne say e-block bia no the teachers bungalow beka ho. Na nsia John Mahama ka kire say NDC aban na eba no. The bungalows beka e-blocks bia ho. Enti eye e-block bia no ye benya teachers bungalows e ka ho. Ebetumi aboa ma teachers for ne post omo so monko nkurase nko kira de a onim se o baby da. Enti I was said yen eni se o complain obekwa akokire nkora na de ende yesi teacher for jai school ato ho ade omo ni baby da obi abedi president pen we see schools and us schools na me see no me ba me cyber be see bungalows account ma teacher for enya baby atena se ne be ye be ma teacher for no akonkurase akokire de a MPP mua we so omo nti bi da ahemfo ti krom ha omo ntumi support John Mahama Asamoah Gyan ende omo gu wurem and omo to missiles. John Mahama say mon kanchire bu nkuro mu man say omontuma NDC na NDC ba memfa ne picture nto so na mentu ne fo nana ebu akwa hene John Mahama say NDC no mu see e-blocks no omo ba we see bungalows e dia ka e-blocks no ho se ne be teachers no wo nkurase na omo kira de o SS no omo ba mbenya beebi ada omo ndwane omo nja school no no ma kire mo ma no mo nana no mo ade enti mo yes a campaign no na eye nkrom ma no ento abapa no mo nja nkwase aba tribal aba no mo to a na mo busuafo abetena so di mo asem no we ene as a country enim nyansa sa anyoma we ni asoso so obi se ma me kwan John Mahama we di president pen o ne nsa no adwuma ne si wo no as e-block no o se dia me ye no na ntwie no kura ma we enya akokokon e-block na nkasa we si na o ka jo say every e-block in Ghana obesi bungalow aka ho a then ohene a wote Ghana untumi mba abonten because say this is what I want motiti nkurase na mototo ayampia tribalism nti bibia be say wo kurom ha tribalism ahoya sikani bre inferiority complex eninti ekuro ne be say me just think about press conference no ka say John Mahama ka say me say obedi president obesi bungalows ene kwa incentives enough ene de onkan or trying ma chichide ne nkwasiafo na ba no abayi bible quotation about diabolic edien mam ka bi nchiremo ye na Christopher dodo no we take advantage of the Bible enkwasiasem ekoso Ghana titiru nyina ye Bible na ye na Christopher no we have our own interpretation enya Ghana nko na Christopher all over the world now share the religion ame ye wo mitum eye Christosum na we are hypocrites majority of us se eka se be implement the Bible no eka se enya anka ye ne nke betuma ma wiase ye ne inkremofo ba together anka betuma ma wiase gina ne na so but titru a Christopher me Christo ntina me ka a Christopher de the Bible no and ye di bone wi na the Bible na nkasa I try to do what to take us out of the crime we have committed and ntina ye wa ha the Bible na e wo ho no eno na ye di bone ekoso Ghana a Bible and it's sometimes I know say incremosom Quran da ho no it is straightforward ebeka cho play we o say buku we o say twonsan we ni say much it is straightforward but ye near Christopher no we have found a way the same Bible near didi bone no near for the same Bible no near the aba defend the bone into the bia no politician kwasi ampanyi na watwe tuo me yebon kofo tuo no na so for kwasi bi gina sorry dem as a quotation so for kwasi ampanyi bi nisa politician we under his leadership and ye kwato about Ghana ye bo nipa nkwara watwe tuo na sa same politician na asa kofa same Bible no na wakope quotation bi o Bible no na o de aba ka kire say Bawumia de onyame ahira no. It is out now no busa say na osum we e na prevent we Christians ye create evil out of the word of God. We create evil out of it and we use the right word of God to do what clean ourselves from the evil. You're dangerous people. Majority of we Christians, our religion is basically a religion and no one can send the kunipa and no asna edian udi bonia sa religion and the protector. Because a Bible, you can use the Bible to commit a crime by using the same Bible to justify the crime. Asamoah Gyan no omo politicians didn't kwasi asem way. I'm telling you, the church today, the gospel na yenim. So the gospel that Paul said he will not be ashamed of, no, that gospel has been turned into a defender of crimes. We are using the gospel to defend crimes. We are justifying crime. We are justifying sin with the word of God, and that is where we find ourselves as Christians. And intina ekufuado since so si so yedima sorry oko and so kwasia we catch so be see cathedral yenya asofo di ne chiba America ebejijiska. It is how we, the people, how we have allowed ourselves to be used. Bawumia to say, I and the Ojina Christopher sorry more crampos of a Komasalachi. Because he knows that a Christopher do the Jimmy Chen Krimofo. I am being honest here. Bawumia knows. So what calculating Ghana we say a Christopher Jimmy do Jimmy more Chen Krimofo. So he is basically working on the Christians because he knows the Muslims, their principles are their principles. In Cremonia, Obeya de Tiano Sumna, Omusadia, Oyanino, on Jun Diso Cremonino, of few, or more to me. Christo need the quotation, sad quotation, I be defended from 4. That is why today we have pastors who are still praying for a government that murdered 8 people during an election. That is why today we still have pastors who buy fuel at high cost, who know life living in Ghana today, inflation is high, who know the government and corruption, they're like twins. And we have a government, a country where pastors know that a government, the whole government does not respect its citizens. But these fools still lift their hands, stretch their arms, and say, let us pray to God to help these people control us more. The person giving you, making life difficult for you, why should you be praying for the person to continue fooling or depressing you? We are stupid. Yenye Christophone be ye Jimmy at force in case, you know. The same thing as a ye Chachichikata case, you know. Now, so a young Ghanaian, no. Now, so I said, we now say, oh, at force the angel, no, and this for me say, I don't know, between say, especially moi, money be of ye, Babushi of phony power. Me when people near and sometimes just social media. Munjela to force and this phone question for them. Me say, who take Paula Dochi? Me say, I'm who MPP boys, no, sir, in here for mano. Omudi Paula Dochi, to show me some say, more. You have no idea. Embranche or Ghana. Obi enyuzu embra enta tawda. Obi embumbra kum emfanje wunsem ejapade da. Obi enjina embra politics embram emfanda daw and destroy like bi da. It what you say atofo so NDC ni omunjele me si ada ebe cafe no. Ada obi di to me ebe suppress embra e dia tata wabrabo. You understand this statement today. Now you see the story. Appeals Court has set deadlines to hear requests from Atoforsen and Richard Jakpa, who are contesting the High Court's directive to prevent their defense in the ongoing ambulance case. Atoforsen and Jakpa say Ghana judicial system no, and you're one of the most messed up judicial system. And how can you have an appeal court case? A court obi appeals court. Appeals court a krubia eye papebiano and they're the most effective court. But because our judiciary is bomb, because our judiciary is political, you see, and no be na omode ye chachu no, on the chachu ba court no. Na time and person jeli chachu ko 4 time no. Na chachu lawyer na or file applications at Supreme Court and appeals court to challenge the case that was in the High Court. Now, because Kufomo, they decided to jail Chachuno, they delayed the appeals court and the Supreme Court. Right now, no, this is what they are trying to do. Also, right now, the appeals court that is supposed to be ahead of the High Court, the appeals court that is supposed to be ahead of the case in the High Court, no, the appeals court is rather going to be behind the High Court. So what they will do is say The strategy from Akufo-Addo and Attorney General say they want to jail Atuforsen before the appeals court sit. Into Atuforsen be red jail and send appeals court like I say. Mbia asemna na court no eningina so. That is the game they will be playing. Ebia on tiasie. The appeals court say nokura and the Chief Justice episode odi nokura wa say we mu a. The appeals court is supposed to come out quickly. Appeals court, especially when there's still a pending case in a court, almost trying the outcome from the appeals court before that case does proceed. No, right now what is happening right now? And they say, almost shada. The almost said they are delaying the appeals court the judgment. And nitina almost to shada. Almost they are question 30th. Almost they are question 30th July. Next month 30th. And send appeals court ashe asemna Atuforsen ne Jakpamo pe results is here no. Now from now on to 30th July, do you know what can happen? The judge Attorney General any Atuforsen case so from 9 to the end of July obetima bar out with her judgment. That's what I'm saying. Say by the end of next month obetima jaili Atuforsen before appeals court sits. I'm telling you. And what is going to happen is it does not matter the argument Jakpa and Atuforsen lawyers will make at the High Court in front of this woman, because they have already planned it. She will not listen. She will say she does not care what is happening at the appeals court. She is still looking at her case. But in the normal settings, a corrupt country, the moment somebody standing trial, a detective BB or approach appeals court now, the case Nankasa needs to come to a halt for the appeals court to quickly deal with that for the case to continue. Because it could be, say, a seminar appeals court, Ebert National, it will have an impact on the case, baby Edu. Appeals court can come out and say yes, Atuforsen masem an engine so or see a trim. But because this judge and Attorney General and the Supreme Court and the Chief Justice knows to say the Supreme Court judges in the case Attorney General is a criminal, and they know this woman, they are teasing or enticing her with Supreme Court their appointment. They have moved the appeals court judgment to the 30th of July. Now from today to the 30th of July, do you know what can happen at the High Court? No, they will jail Atuforsen. The same thing on the Chachu. Chachu's lawyer was filing. He had already filed and was following up. They said they didn't care. They jailed Chachu. Later, Namaka said, "Oh, Asamoah Supreme Court Chachu case." What they want to do right now is put Atuforsen in jail. That is all. Boni and Kofo Wedi. Sa Pachina mo friend Attorney General. That's all that he wants to do, because right now, his image has been dented. His reputation has been thrown into the gutters. He has no respect in the judicial settings. Godfrey Dame is now known as a corrupt criminal who is parading in the court of Ghana as an Attorney General. He has no respect among his peers. People now know what he does. People know, say, he basically is working with judges. He's judge shopping to win cases. He is not a good Attorney General. In fact, he has flouted the law. So all that they want to do to cover up Godfrey Dame's shame, which will never go away, is to make sure they put Atuforsen in jail. Because at this point, if they don't put Atuforsen in jail, then it means that the Attorney General, Akufo-Addo, the Chief Justice, the judicial system is all a fluke. So for them not to lose that respect, they would rather sacrifice Atuforsen and Jakpa. Into this case, their only focus from the court to where is to jail Atuforsen. That is the end game of the NPP. It is a won't be say, if you're a young Ghanaian, I will say Udiareho, because one day Obi di Sikadu Ujina court, and this is what they will do. You will be going to the appeals court for them to look at the case. Judicial services no ajisika, but they will not listen. We need better. Lawyer Beka just say you file a case for appeals court, but appeals court Beka so better now 3 months time. Usika way when no you go to jail. Obeshem normal sell record and some Beka will say, oh, I feel appeals court at now case. So this is the strategy, because say enye ade we na tan then an Attorney General, yes, so UK over the weekend. Godfrey Dame is Attorney General of Ghana, and they will say the cross-examination of the third accused in the ambulance trial, Richard Jakpa, has exposed the lies and deception of the NDC. This is the Attorney General of Ghana Yes, we bumbra so. So person o chese onya kromfo a be swear an oath. That's not that kem ni ya no. O se onye. From akogina UK. Case na court no. Akoka kire MPP for Jimmy for to UK they say NDC for ade omo ye ni nyina nkire se omo twantro no. But Otigana na yese betena da kem. Na be ka kire Ghana for say what swear oath. Now you legit. Unye Jimmy for, unye kromfo, unye wi. And that you are not using the law against people. You are not basically doing what? Persecuting people. Or say I will not speak. You see, emrani near court near but now na swear take oath. Wako jina UK. We just case no wako jina UK ye campaign say NDC for rotono so. The court has been there for months. Just enter and take a Bible and swear and say I am legitimate. See, the Attorney General sees the case in court as a case between the MPP and the NDC with Jimmy. This is the state attorney general. He is supposed to be your lawyer and my lawyer. He's supposed to be the lawyer for Ghana. Today, he's standing in front of the same Ghanaians and telling them that he is prosecuting incophobia in his head. He believes that they are opposition. They are against his party. Why should this guy be your attorney general? Very childish. Very foolish. He's dressed like a wheat peddler. Oh, these are the fools we have allowed in Ghana. This is your attorney general. In his head, he's using the attorney general's office as an MPP office. In the Okojina UK, he's telling them, say, you know what? It is me, attorney general, I'm here MPP against NDC. Hear this. See the foolishness. This is how low we have come. Jimmy Atariachiri. Do you think an attorney general in America will come and talk like this? This guy is a fool. This guy should never be the attorney general of Ghana. Now, look at the Ghana Bar Association. This is the attorney general speaking like it is NDC against the attorney general's office. The attorney general is supposed to be Ghana's lawyer who represents Ghanaians, prosecutes Ghanaians. It is not about which political party he belongs. Even though he was appointed by the president, the moment you enter that office, that is why Gloria Kufo, because she's intelligent and did not want to be controlled by a stupid tribal party, she said she does not want to represent a country where the people who appointed her want her to do their bidding. And it's not Gloria Kufo walked out of the Attorney General's office because that is what Ekufuado wanted her to do. But time I know call law school Ekufuado numkokeno, na Ekufuado knew. So she said my reputation is more important to me than you foolish idiots calling yourself politicians. But you see, Godfrey Dame, because he's cheap, he's not smart, because he buys judges, he goes judge shopping, because all his political life and his judicial life has all been illegality. This boy started their legal practice from Ekufuado's law firm. Ekufuado never had a certificate. So legitimately, only certificate, Papa, he didn't go through the right tutorials. He's been trained by a criminal. So in his head, Nigerian say the case now court now a Ghana ambulance case. Say causing financial loss to the state. Already the say a MPP against NDC. This is an attorney general. This is an attorney general. This attorney general is foolish. And nobody is speaking. We have allowed this guy. Oba court or Ghana ni ebusa say ombe jinada kemunka say oye boniana so anya so onkasa. Na kwasia o te court church no te say busa. Owia no afo first class akoti na UK. Ne 19th be ka kire Ghana for say ai mo de mo ye MPP for mo jimi ma men kan kire mo. Sa asem na court no between me MPP for and NDC for. And you see the case in court now, they have been able to let it look like it is NPP against NDC. And this is what you call an attorney general.